Shalom. All praises go to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahashah, Ba'ashem Adawah Kodash, Dabalana, son to the elder apostles at Great Millstone, for the teachings of the scriptures, among other things. Shalom to the sincere Hakim across the world. Now check this out. Now this is a website that I found which says this: fulfilled prophecies of the Quran, and it speaks about what they say that prophecies that are prophecies coming out in their book. So I'm gonna go through all of them. I haven't found wait, let me say it different. A few is just not that not that significant for me to even talk about it, but because it doesn't make any sense. But anyway, let me go through all these here, and then we're gonna talk about it, right? I'm gonna post scriptures upon them, and also explain other things, things of life and all that there. Isaiah chapter 34 verse 16. See ye out of the book of Yahweh and read, which is the Bible. The word Bible comes from the Greek. It means books, collection of books. Here. Wait, sorry. What does it mean? Biblia, which means books. That's what Bible means. It just means books. So that's crazy. So therefore we say Holy Bible, because that means holy books. And what books? Every single individual chapter in the Bible. You know, Genesis and then Leviticus and all that there. Exodus. Those are different books. Genesis is one book. Exodus is a second book. Is the next book. Leviticus is another book. Numbers, Deuteronomy, Isaiah, Jeremiah, stuff like that. Revelation. Those are all books. Now, basically, you could say it's a collection of books. In the English, then, because in the Greek or Latin, from the Greek word Biblia, okay, Bible. Okay, it's a Latin word, but it comes from the Greek. Right. So, Isaiah 34:16, the rest. Let's start again. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. No one what? No one of these prophecies shall fail. Just come to mind. Revelation 22 and I'll just read it. It wasn't this one. For I testify, Revelation 22 and 18. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. That's actually what I wanted. I didn't want the rest, but yeah. If you add on to the book, you're gonna get plagues. If you take away from the book, the Most High is gonna take away your part in the book of life. And Esau did that. He's the main nation that did that. You have little house Negroes following after him, teaching the slavery doctrine and Christianity and stuff like that. You gonna pay for that too. But anyway, let me go on. None of these prophecies that the book is talking about shall fail. We went into slavery, for example, often, by the way, because of our wickedness, but it was already prophesied before we even did it. Before all that happened. You have here Joshua 24 verse 15 14. Now therefore fear Yahweh and serve him in sincerity. That's what Joshua said before he died. And put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood. Now where was that? That's talking about Abraham and the family of that we had at that time, because that flood, it's talking about the Euphrates. It's talking about Mesopotamia. It's talking about Genesis chapter 2. So this is not the flood as in the flood of let me see. It's not the flood as the flood that killed the world, but it's the flood on the other side, which is, well, let me here. This one. this flood. This region over here, it's called Mesopotamia. And what does Mesopotamia mean? It means, basically it means land between the rivers. And Sumer means an black-faced, wait, let me get that. Black-faced people. The Akkadians is Genesis here. Sumerian means black-headed people. That's what it means. And pardon. And who were there? They say Semitic, but yeah. I'll just get this. Genesis 10. You did have Shemitic people there, yes. Because it says here, Genesis chapter 10, verse. Here, 10. Genesis 10, verse 10. It's called the land of Shinar. That's what it was called. Yeah. And it's also called Babylonia. But that's a Greek word, again. The Hebrew word of that place is Shinar. You have Babylonia, that's that region that they call, you know, wait a minute, they call Shinar? No. Shinar is what they call Babylonia, and Babel is the city. And you have Akkad with the Akkadians, where you have Nimrod built that, by the way. He went over there. He was supposed to be in the land of Cush, which is in the land of Ham, Africa and stuff like that. But he went over there into the midst of the land of Shemites, because the Shemites were there. And then he built a place there. And yes, the Shemites were there, dwelling there too. Right? They inhabited those cities. But don't forget, you had Nimrod, the Cush main guy, the mighty one. He went there and built that city because he wanted to have everybody talk the same language and come together and worship his things, which yeah. You until this day, Esau worships him, flying reindeers and stuff like that's Nimrod, his celebration day. But anyway, okay, this part, well, let me like this means black-faced people, no, black-headed people. Anyway, so okay, that enough. I don't want to jump around too much because I was already starting. Anyway, so this Mesopotamia means between rivers, but it actually means land between the rivers. See if I can find that here. It's from the Greek word country between rivers. That's what it actually means. Actually, land between the rivers. But these people can do. They can say whatever they want. They change things. What is it? Country? What is it? Land? What is it? Is it just between rivers? What is it? It's land between rivers. Yeah. So, because it was not a country, not like that. Because it literally shows you that there were different nations there. But anyway, by the way, places are often called after men, like a single man that was great and powerful and mighty, and he was the one. For example, if you go to an island that has no name and your name is Jackson, well, then everybody that's on that island would be a descendant of you, and they would call you the Jacksonites, for example. Right? Okay, that part. And where was I? So okay, the other side of the flood. That was that side. And in Egypt, and served ye Yahweh. And if it seem evil unto you to serve Yahweh, choose you this day whom ye shall serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, which is where we are right now. Well, we were there. Here were the gods of the Amorites, here in Israel, which is also named after a man, but it was before that. It was named after another man, which is Canaan. And then you had certain regions over here, for example, which were named after the Amorites, which is one of the sons of Canaan. This is another son of Canaan. And okay, then you had here is where we came from, and then we went to Haran, and then from Haran we went here, but the rest of the family stayed in Haran. So when Jacob went to go get his cousins, Leah and Rachel, he went to Haran. Right. And Abraham and No, so Isaac and Rebecca were also family. Anyway, okay, I'm going too deep to there. Sorry. Let me go into that. The gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell right now, at that point in time. At that point in time. But as for me and my house, we will serve Yahweh. And the people answered and said, Yahweh forbid that we should forsake Yahweh to serve other gods. Because that's what they were doing right then and there. Because he said, and yeah, basically, he said right there, and put away the gods that you have right now. Because they was having other gods right then and there, right in the midst of them, right there, in the midst of them. Anyway, 19. And Joshua said unto the people, ye cannot serve Yahweh, for he is an only power. It's a holy power, sorry. He is a jealous power. He will not forgive your transgressions nor your sins. If you forsake Yahweh and serve strange gods, then he will turn and do you hurt and consume you after that he had done you good. Because it shows you right here. I will rejoice and do you good. Where are these? Here. Yeah, here. Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28:63. And it shall come to pass that as Yahweh rejoiced over you to do you good and to multiply you, so Yahweh will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to nothing, to naught. And ye shall be plucked from off the land whither thou goest to possess it. Right, so he said that right here. He will do you hurt. Okay. He will do you hurt as wow. Okay, cool. Leave it. As he prophesied here, Jeremiah 24:9, and I will deliver them to be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth for their hurt. You're not in the midst of these heathen nations just to feel good. You're supposed to, basically fucked over. That's how you supposed. I don't even want to use that word. This is kind of disgusting. You're not supposed to feel good. You have to drink their water. You have to hang around their people and stuff like that. Deal with them. That's not a good thing. To be a reproach and a proverb, a taunt. What is a taunt? Sorry. That's why I hate it. That's why I hate this thing. I hate it. When somebody stick out their tongue. Only on if it's your girl on a sexual tip, that's something else. But anybody other than that, my man, I hate that. I hate this thing. When I see people making pictures, I want to rip your tongue out your mouth, man. It's insulting. Anyway, a remark made in order to anger, wound, or provoke someone. Nigger. Nigger. The word nigger means black, actually. It comes from the Greek word niger, if you want to speak it like a French person. Niger. And yeah, so when they call you black, they call you a nigger. Whether you believe it or not. When I call them a Caucasian, I call them a cave monkey. Because Caucasian means cave dweller, a dweller of the Caucasus Mountains person thing. But they're not monkeys, man. I just mess around with them. They don't know I'm calling them that when I'm calling them Caucasians. I know what it means. That's what it is. So they don't know what it means until I tell them. But anyway, so negro also means nigger. It's the same meaning, but different words. Negro is Spanish. And the English, the Americans, they couldn't pronounce that word real good. So it was negro, nigger, fucking nigger, goddamn fucking niggers, right? He was actually saying negro, actually. Right. Anyway, so a taunt and a curse in all the places where the eye shall drive them. So that's what the Lord did. That's prophecies. All these prophecies. You don't have that in the Quran. Anyway, so, and none of these prophecies shall fail. None shall want her mate. You can't mate this book with another book. This book stands alone. And everything else outside of this book, those things that corroborate with the scriptures, you'd be like, oh man, that's in the scriptures. That's how it works. It's not like, oh, this corroborates with that. No. The Bible doesn't corroborate with anything. Everything corroborates. Everything else outside of it corroborates with the Bible. Yeah. Not 100% everything, because I mean, like what, what should I say? I'm gonna give you a flying reindeer an example. This does the Bible speaks about this. How do I actually wait? Let me get the corroborate. Corroborate. Oh, okay. Yeah, confirm. Yeah, everything else confirms the Bible, and the Bible is the truth. So that, am I using it good, man? Anyway, the Bible is something that you can't mate it with like some kind of Hindu book or something like that. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. You know. But the things of the world that happened in the world and happened, happens, and are about to happen, that you can find in the Bible, right? So that's what I mean. Now here is the scriptures about the Christmas thing. You know, the Christmas thing. They cut the tree out of the forest. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not. This is a Christmas tree. You know, it's prophesied about it, and they're doing it. Another prophecy there again. For my mouth have commanded it, or commanded. For my mouth it had commanded. And his spirit, it had gathered them. So the spirit of the Lord is the one that will make it come to pass, and his mouth is the ones that said it. He will make things happen. And if you think like, oh, I'm gonna do this, oh no, he's gonna make you do something that you think that you want to do, but you're not. Man, check this out. Now it says here, now this guy, he definitely didn't want to die. He definitely didn't want to die, but the Lord made it to where he will die. This is a King Ahab, which was of the northern tribe. Yeah, northern tribe. Yeah, I need to read this again, but if I'm correct, he was a northern triber. Yeah, he was king of Israel. Yeah. It says it right here, if I'm correct. King of Judah came down to the king of Israel. Yeah, Ahab. Ahab was the king of Israel, which is the northern tribers. And Jehoshaphat was the king. Yeah, Jehoshaphat was then the king of. No. He was the king of the southern tribes. That's what he was. Okay, cool. So what did the Lord want for him? And this is what the Lord wanted for him. 1 Kings chapter 22 verse 18. And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, did not I tell thee that he would prophesy no good concerning me but evil? So he was angry at him. And he said, hear thou therefore the word of Yahweh. I saw Yahweh sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing by him, the angels, on his right hand and on his left. And Yahweh said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one angel, said on this manner, and another on that manner. And there came forth a spirit, which was an angel. And I had a conversation with a person, and he said, that's not an angel, that's a spirit. Psalms 104 and 4. Who maketh his angels spirits, his ministers a flaming fire. That's what the Lord does. First Samuel 16:14. But the spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and an evil spirit of the Lord troubled him. So the Most High sent an evil angel to come trouble him. And he controls evil angels, as you can see here. Psalm 78:49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation and trouble, by sending evil angels among them. Among who? The Egyptians. Now, if you read the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17 and chapter 18, you will see that the Lord, he sent devils, spirits, apparitions, evil angels all these things. Like they saw dead people. Boy, you don't want to see these things. Boy, your hair will turn gray. Remember back in the cartoons when they got so scared of seeing something spooky that their hair turned gray? If you was to see Leviathan, see? Ghost stories also often describe people whose encounter with spirits left them with white hair. Yeah, because they will, you're gonna be so scared, fright. If you read the Book of Wisdom of Solomon 17 and also 18, by the way, I did those two chapters. But if you read them, you will see that there were spirits there. I'll link the two. I'll link these two chapters in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. Let me not forget it. Okay, I'll link them there. Right. If you have the time, if you want to, you can check them out. But anyway, it says here, and they came forth for spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him. And Yahweh said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. So the evil angels are allowed to lie. They can do it just to make you fall, just to kill you. They're created for that. They're created to punish you. That's why you can hear them, if you hear them. You know. And he said, thou shalt persuade him. And by the way, often when you see people that hear voices, don't they look old? Not all the time, but especially when they're really troubled. Because I know a guy that was, how old is he? I think he was like maybe 19 or something. Like he had a full deck of white hair because he was stressing. Would you? Is he? He was doing stuff like that, man. He got real. And I know two. One I used to go to school with, and another one that I just met. And they were young, and they heard spirits, man, and their hair turned white real quick, and they was just hearing them, all the stress and stuff like that. Anyway, and prevail also, go forth and do so. So sorry. And he said, and the Heavenly Father said unto that spirit, thou shalt persuade him. You will persuade him in his mind, and prevail. You will prevail. You will win. Go forth and do so. Now therefore, behold, Yahweh had put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these dead prophets, and Yahweh had spoken evil concerning thee. So the Heavenly Father is the one that does it. He told the angel, go do it. So it's the Father's work. For example, if your parents, right? They about to go on a weekend vacation, and they leave their 4 kids behind, the 4 children, right? And the oldest son, then the father or the mother tells the son, okay, you hold the house down, and you're in charge for these 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then when they leave, and then nobody wants to listen to the oldest son because they was like, you're not daddy, you're not father, you're not my father, you're not my mother, I ain't listening to you. What are the children doing? They're not listening to the father and the mother by not listening to him. So therefore, it is not the angel that did it. It's the angel that proposed it. Like, I got this idea. And then the Lord said, how are you going to do it? Well, and then the angel explained, I'm doing like that. I'm going to be a lying. I'm going to give him false prophecies. That's why when you see these false prophets giving false prophecies, you should be like a demon. An evil angel is in your mouth. He's in your ear talking to you like, say this. And you think it's you. It's not you, man. And when I walk the street and I might see some stuff like that, I don't know, man. Something comes in my head. Hey, look at that body. Oh, what the? Yo, that's definitely not me. I didn't do that. But I know exactly what's good. That's not me, man. But sometimes you do think it's you. And sometimes it is you. Ooh, yeah. Right. And his spirit, it had gathered them to make it come to pass. Because the Lord does it like that, right? Okay, so now here. They're talking about fingerprints. It says here that they say that this is one of their prophecies, right? Their skin will bear witness against them as to what they have been doing. That makes no sense, bro. Okay, cool cat. Back in the days, because you have to understand, this is old talk. This is how they used to talk back in the days, right? Well, back in the days, you had in the older English. This is not even old English. This is 1990s, 1990s American. A little bit before that also, because the real old English goes all the way back to like England. But yeah, I'm not even go that far. Your own hide shall be your fall. What is this talking about? Your own hide shall testify against you. That's old speech of you gonna expose yourself. That's what it means. You know, you're gonna expose yourself. Yeah. Or he's trying to save his own hide. trying uh, trying to oh shut. I want to do it. Meaning here. What is his hide? To keep someone from being harmed. What is his hide? His own hide. All he's worried about is saving his own hide. What is his hide? What does this mean? This word. They not hide. Skin. That's what it means. So when it says your own skin shall testify, you yourself, you're talking about you. That's what it's talking about. So it has nothing to do with fingerprints, man. This is just funny as hell. Pollution. Corruption is spread on land and sea because of what man's hand have brought. Okay, cool. So let's go to the scriptures. Yeah, this is gonna happen to Esau too, but I'll get after that. Save your own hide. What did I just read? Oh yeah, pollution. Where did I put it? Revelation chapter 11, 11 verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath has come, the wrath of the Lord. And they're going to be angry because of the whooping that they're going to get. Jeremiah chapter 25 also explains to you that they were angry once they found out that the Lord is going to send a sword among them, and they can't do anything. Jeremiah 25 and 15. For thus saith Yahweh, the power of Israel unto me, unto Jeremiah. Take the wine cup of this fury at my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it. And they shall drink, and be moved, and be mad. Why? Because of the sword that I will send among them. So the Lord is, what we're telling you right now, starting with the elder apostles on down, y'all gonna die. Y'all gonna die horrible. And you might get angry, like, he's threatening us. The Lord. Man, I ain't doing no such thing, kinda. 2 Ezra 16:11. Yahweh shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? Right. It's the Lord that's threatening you. I'm just saying it. Sometimes I do some threatening myself, but meh. You don't have to fear me. I ain't got no powers. So, it's just an empty threat. Right. Pollution. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath has come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints. Now the dead are, you have Israelites that are dead, but you have the nations that are dead. They don't know what else is going on. Ezekiel chapter 37 explains to you that if you don't know what's going on, you're dead. You are in the congregation of the dead. Here, Proverbs 21:16. A man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So you're not physically dead, you're spiritually dead, mentally dead. And a woman also. A woman that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. She that liveth, sorry. Hey, liveth. 1 Timothy 5:6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. All these OnlyFans girls, they having fun. Always taking pictures, smiling, putting some object up in their holes. all three of them. And they're smiling. They got a big smile on their face from left to right. And you're looking at them like, man, that looks like fun. Well, I wouldn't do it to them, but she looked like she having fun. Yeah, she did. It looks fun. That's why a lot of these females want to go after them doing it too. Esau knows what he's doing by promoting those type of things. Anyway. And them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroyeth the earth. Esau is the one that is destroying the earth. He's that destroying mountain. That destroying government. Jeremiah 51:25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain. A mountain can't do anything. It's an inanimate object. This is talking about a government. When you have a summit meeting, sorry. Yeah, I want to cough the whole time, but I know exactly why. So sorry about that. A summit meeting. A summit is the top. Wait, here. Here, the summit meeting definition. A summit meeting is an international meeting of heads of state or government. Here, yeah, that's it. That's a summit. That's a mountain, saith the Lord, which destroyed all the earth. Well, who does that? Esau. He's the one that does it. Wait. He's the one that destroyed all the earth. He's doing it. Then he wants to blame you, talking about you shouldn't be using plastic. You shouldn't make it. Vagabond. Sorry about that. You shouldn't be using it. Oh, too much. What's it? Carbon footprint or something like that. You are the ones that's doing that with the planes. It doesn't even exist. What you're talking about. You're lying. They're lying to you. We're not ignorant to Satan's device. They're lying to you. There's no such thing as a freaking carbon footprint. There's no such thing as that global. You know what? In the 70s, they used to say that it's going to get an ice age. 70s. The myth of the 1970s global cooling scientific proof. Proven by science. Right. Scientific consensus. We're doing it. What a consensus. A general agreement. So they all generally agreed scientifically. Science so falsely called, as the Lord told us to warn or to watch out for and to warn the rest. Don't believe in this shit. If you believe in that, then you have another God. First, the science, follow the science. 1 Timothy 6:20. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, which is the Bible. That's committed to our trust. Avoiding profane and vain babblings. It makes no sense. Yeah? Things that are just nonsense. These are things outside of the temple. And vain babblings are just worthless things like how many followers do you have or something like that. How many views do you have on your video? I got more than you. I'm better than you. How many subscribers? Stuff like that. And multiple things, like cars, whatever. People might think, hey, leave that, man. Anyway. And oppositions of science, falsely so called. What is science? Science means ciencia, yeah, which means knowing something. It actually means, here, to know. Here, this is what I wanted. Science means knowledge. That's what it is. That's all. It's just a fancy word of saying knowledge. Nothing more, nothing less. A lot of people mistake technology for science. Yeah, you need the knowledge in order to make technology. But knowledge is not technology. Knowledge, a tree is knowledge. Because it took the Heavenly Father knowledge to create the tree. Can you make a tree? Esau? Can you do that? You can plant trees. Well, nowadays they're actually playing around with DNA and all that. So, but who created that? The Lord made you like that. Behold, Isaiah 54:16. I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. Who are those? The modern day smiths are the scientists. Yeah, that was back in the days. They used to be called blacksmiths, but nowadays they have the white suit on. And what can they make? They can make these type of bombs that will they can, that's a weapon if you didn't know. A bomb is a weapon. They can make that. But who put it in his mind? The Most High did. He created him. You think he's this alternate? He's a fucking dumbass. Because even he figured out like, oh shit, what did I do? Yeah, you dummy. You got used by the Heavenly Father, and then he tossed you about out of his mouth. Because Babylon is a golden cup in the Lord's hand, right? So for a sweet season, he was this golden juice. But now you're pussy juice. Thrown to the side. No, it says here, the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. Budum, that work. And I have created the waster to destroy. That's the budum part. It's an instrument of death. And it goes boom. Budum. Right. Science falsely so called. So don't be listening to these people. If you do, you're a fool. Because they don't believe in the Heavenly Father. And the scripture says this about people that don't believe in the Heavenly Father. Oh, yeah, Psalms 14:1. The fool had said in his heart, there is no God. Don't need to read more. The point is that if you follow after these scientists, you're a fool. They don't believe in the Heavenly Father. So everything that they say is nonsense. But what do is they have a snake tongue. So they speak truth, mostly lies, but they speak truth at the same time while they're lying to you. For example, the Ice Age. Why did scientists believe in Ice Age? No, they said it. But they probably believed it too, but anyway. Because they're stupid. They don't know what the hell's going on. They're lying to themselves, and some of them really believe it. That's what I'm saying. You have certain scientists that believe it, and certain scientists that they know that they're lying, but they're trying to trick the world. So, but they snake tongue people, bruh. You don't know what the hell is coming out of their mouth. They can't. They're divided against one another. I mean, the Egyptians, they're set against each other. Why did the scientists believe in an ice age was coming in the 70s? Because they was full of shit. They don't know what the hell was going on. Now it's getting hot. What? That don't make no sense. So literally, they are divided against each other. First is hot, then it's no. First is cold, then it's hot. So what is it? Anyway, Jeremiah 51:25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith Yahweh, which destroyed all the earth, and I will stretch out mine hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and I will make thee a burnt mountain. You're going to be a burned government. Once the Most High sets up that time. Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, O Lord. Thou hast appointed his bands that he cannot pass. He cannot go further. Just like how the water cannot come further on land unless there is an earthquake underwater, and therefore a tsunami will come. But once the tsunami is done, it goes back into the water. Right, so. Okay, that part, and. Yeah, what did that go away? Oh yeah, I don't need that. Okay, so sorry. Let me see. Okay, they're gonna be angry. Oh yeah. And the earth is also polluted because of us. Now this is actually. Let me see something. It's not necessarily physically polluted. It's more actually concerning the spiritual imbalance of the world. It all started with actually Eve. I was looking for her name. Sorry, in my head. Eve and Adam, because I had Adam, but anyway, yeah, Adam followed after Eve, so that's why I was thinking of Adam, but that meant Eve. Through her, we all die. Is it here? Yeah, if the woman, Sirach 25:24, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. So it's your fault. But anyway, Isaiah 24 and 24 and 1. Behold, Yahweh maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down. That's why you have so-called white-skinned people on the top and the dark-skinned people on the bottom. That's going to turn around again, and then we're going to have fun. But for now, whee, you can just have fun, fucker. And it says here, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. And it shall be, as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servants, so with his master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him. And the land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled. It's talking about the nation of Israel. For Yahweh had spoken his word, this word. The earth is talking about the whole earth now. The earth mourned and faded away. The world languished and faded away. Languishes is when you start losing it. Wait, here. Lack fertility. You're growing weak. You're losing the force here. What? Yeah, the force that you had. Be forced to remain. No. You're losing the power that you have. The force within you, basically. Just the power. The world faded away, right? And haughty people of the earth do languish. Yeah. The earth also is defiled. Here comes it. Also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they, the Israelites, have transgressed the laws, and also the heathen nations, because all the nations shall bow to the Lord. Amos 4, if I'm correct. Oh, it's a microphone, sorry. Actually, I want to read this, but I have to do a lot of explaining, so I'm not going to do it right now. So I don't want to make this video too long. So on famish all the god of the famish. Here. Because this here, it needs explaining. Plus, because you might think like, oh, so they are going to follow their gods. No, they won't. It's telling you that they're doing it, but they're not going to do it, because this scripture, this is the precept. Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 11. Yahweh will be terrible unto them. Unto who? The people that have other gods. For he will famish all the gods of the earth, and men shall worship him, every one from his place, even the islands, the isles of the heathen. So everyone will worship Yahweh. He will destroy all the other idols upon the planet earth. If you read the book of Wisdom of Solomon chapter 14, you will see how idols started to be created. It was mighty men that when they died, or a king, his son, when he died, he was honored by making statues of him and stuff like that. And then therefore they started to worship that, which you can find here. Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 12. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life. Okay. Here, a father afflicted with untimely mourning when he had made an image of his son, soon taken away. Then they started to give sacrifices and ceremonies unto that son. And then they started to worship the people that started to make these graven images. They called them great people because they would make a idol that, well, a puppet or a statue actually that looked like or exactly like that person or kind of like that person. And then they would honor that counterfeit visage. A counterfeit visage is a statue. It's not really you, it's counterfeit of your face. A person's face. Or the proportion of your featurings and stuff like that. So your body is just a statue. But a counterfeit is something fake. So a fake body, right? and made an express image of a king whom they honored, and in the end they started to worship him, flatter him in his absence as if he were present. They started to flatter him and stuff like that. So you can read the rest for yourself, and there's where you get the superstition things from and stuff like that. To more superstitious, to superstition, and all these type of things. I did a video about this too, so if I'll put the link in the description box. You can check it if you want to, if you have the time for yourself. Okay, now going back to over here. Okay, so it says here, Isaiah 24:5, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Who did that? Who did that? Oops, 17. Genesis 17:8, and I will give unto thee and unto thy seed after thee the land wherein thou art a stranger, all the land of Canaan, for an ever. No, I read this. That's what I read actually, everlasting. But it's actually here 19. And the power said, Sarah thy wife shall bear thee a son indeed, he told Abraham. And thou shalt call his name Isaac, which means laughter, because he laughed. Where is it? He laughed. He laughed when he heard that. I'm 100 years old. My wife is 90 years old. How are we going to get children? So he laughed. And then later on, Sarah also heard it, and then she laughed. But she got chin-checked because she's a woman. She didn't really have that faith. Because a man, it don't matter how old he is, he can actually still have semen, and still give birth. The woman can't give birth. And that is why she was a miracle, according to the book of Galatians chapter 4. Also according to that book, but also according to here. And the power said, Sarah thy wife shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac, and I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant, and with his seed after him. So not nobody else. It said his seed after him. It doesn't say the people of the world. 21. But my covenant will I establish with Isaac, which Sarah shall bear unto thee at this set time in the next year. So the everlasting covenant was given unto Abraham, Isaac, and then Jacob. And then his 12 sons, sorry, also. Right, so it says that... Hey, did I click it away? Yeah. Therefore, so because we broke the everlasting covenant, therefore had the curse devoured the earth. And they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore, so everybody that dwells in it is desolate. Therefore, the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. Basically, they're in pain. They're mourning. Okay, cool, cat. So that's that part. And then you have this, 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 58. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thine only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sake. So what is the meaning of life? To serve the nation of Israel. That's the meaning of life. Everybody be asking themselves, like, what's the meaning of life? What's the meaning of life? The meaning of life is to serve the nation of Israel. Because you're doing it already now. You're following after Esau. You're serving Esau, whether you believe it or not. You might be like, I'm on an all-black so-called, how you call that thing? Company thing? Or I support black companies. You don't know what you're actually saying. You're saying that you still pay the taxes to the caucus mail because the company that you're supporting, they pay taxes to the caucus mail. And you too, by the way. Every single individual paper dollar cent that you hand over to anyone, for anything to buy anything, you are paying Esau, whether you believe it or not. You're just not thinking that far. So you're still paying them. You're still paying them on money because it's their faces on their money. So don't think you're a black-owned company. You're not. You're not. You don't own shit, bro. Yeah, so we are serving Esau. The whole world is serving Esau right now. That's why you wake up in the morning, isn't it? You wake up in the morning, oh, I gotta serve my master today. You think you got a black-owned company? I'm black-owned. I'm working for myself. Really? We shall see. Let's see the end of the year. You don't pay your taxes. See what happens to you. I thought it was black-owned. Yeah. If the world now be made for our sake, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? Yeah. How long? Second Ezra chapter 7 for until the changing of times, because it here. Second Ezra 6:9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Then will we shine, but not now. It's their time to shine right now. Second Ezra 7:10. And I said, It is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, Even so also is Israel's portion, because for their sake I made the world. And when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed that now is done. So then were the entrances of this world made narrow, full of sorrow and travail. They are but few and evil, full of perils, and very painful. So that started to happen because we sinned. Right. Going back to, I think I'm done with those examples. Oh yeah. First Maccabees 1:9. And after his death, the death of Alexander the Creep, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. So this is the version of the Bible that explains to you that there were pollutions as never before, and then you had wickedness as never before. So pollution in the physical form, and also pollution in the spiritual and mental form. Yeah. So the pollution thing, what they're talking about is totally different. Establishment of Israel, that's a lie. Because Israel is never established. This shows you that this is not a prophecy book, because they said that creation of Israel and gathering of Seraphic. Where's that in the Bible? Ashkenazi, sons of Japhet, and these people of many other races. Of many other races in Israel proves the authenticity of this what? And hence the Quran. Really? These people are not the Israelites. They're not the Jews. So off of this, you can say that this whole book is not of the Lord. I already know that, but to the people that believe in it, these are not the Israelites. The people that are in that land right now, those are not the Israelites. Because it shows you right here. Let me get here. Heathens parted my land. Ezekiel. Oh yeah. Joel 3:2. I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations, and what? Parted my land. So according to the Bible, the scripture says that the land is parted. They divided the land. That's why you have different nations in that land over there. You got Cush, you got Aram, you got Ishmael, you got Amalek, which in normal terms I would have to say then you have Ethiopians, you have people from Syria and all that type of stuff, you have people from Arabian nations, all the different, not all the different tribes, but a few different tribes over there of the Arabians, and you have Amalek, which are the people that call themselves Israelis, and which are Edomites. Yeah, you have Edomites in the land over there. Yeah, so they parted our land. Ezekiel 36:5. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh the power. Surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all 100% of Idumea. The residue of the heathen, and against all 100% Idumea, the Most High is speaking, which have appointed my land into their possession. with the joy. Oh, what the hell are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about, man. You don't know what you're talking about. Which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, all their mind, with the spiteful minds, the spiteful hearts, to cast it out for a prey, because they're feeding upon it. They're feeding upon it. So it says that Zechariah 9:6, and a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. Ashdod is where you have the Israelite used to be there. It's in the land of Canaan. And I will cut off the pride of the Philistines. But you had the Hamites living there in the first place. Where can I find that again here? Let me see something. Not Gezer. Is one fruit fly. This man is always here. I don't know what he is doing, man. This fruit fly, he's like a real demon coming around playing with me. And I sure don't like it, boy. I'm telling you. He's doing it on purpose. Like, if you focus on the screen, this son of a bitch wants to play with you, wants to distract you. Like a demon, like a true entity. Fucking around. And I keep wiping them away with a napkin thing that I have over here. Well, while I'm looking for this, man, come on, man. Not the Table of Nations. I think it's here. I'm not sure. Yeah, Ashdod. Who was there? The Philistines. The Philistines were there. Oh yeah. Now I got it. Wait, let me. Philistines. Wait. Right. So what was it talking about at that time? It was talking about the Philistines, like the Mizraim people. They was there living in Ashdod. Yeah. But nowadays it's talking about Esau, Amalek, to be specific. They are the bastards dwelling in Ashdod right now, at this moment in time, and all over here, of course. And I will cut off the pride of the Philistines. So this goes literally against what they're saying, that Israel is established. It's not, because those are not the Israelites. They say they are. Revelation 3:9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan. This is the chief house of Satan. And what is a synagogue? A synagogue is called, you got it right here, it's called a house of worship, right? They call it their house of worship. So what is that then, therefore, if you add on Satan behind it? 2 Corinthians 11:14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their work. And what are these ministers of righteousness? Everybody think that these people are the people of righteousness. They're the people of, because they don't say cuss, fuck, bitch, hoe, tramp ass. They don't say that type of stuff. But they'll fuck your kids though. But, you know, while they're saying it, they might say some loving, sweet words like, Jesus love you. He loves you, you know. I love you. Yeah, like that. Tell me I'm lying. Now you can say whatever you want, but I know I'm not lying when I speak about that. What they're doing. They all some Jeffrey Epstein's. Even worse, he's just the dude that they made take the fall. He probably didn't do a ritual or something, so they didn't protect him anymore. They was like, oh, bye, gone is your protection. Synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews, so they are the spiritual house of the Satan on the planet Earth. That is what they are. They are the house of the worship of Satan, the church of Satan, basically. Which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. Off of that, you will see that this is not a book of prophecy. This is not a holy book, because they're saying that these people are Jews in their Quran. So if that is the fact, then it's just ridiculous, man. It's not the truth. It's not. And it says here, Isaiah 2:1, the word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem, which are the 12 tribes. Judah is the Judites, but it's actually talking about Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Jerusalem is talking about the other 10 tribes. I just said 13 tribes, but Dan is not here, not mentioned here in the Revelation 7. So I'm not going to talk about that. If thou has understanding, if thou has not understanding, put thy hand upon thy mouth. Verse 2. That's in Ecclesiastes chapter 5, in the book of Sirach, in the Apocrypha, by the way. Verse 2. And it shall come to pass in the last days. So this didn't happen yet. And by the way, when is the last days? The last day was 2,000 years ago, because it shows you right here. Hebrew 1:1. Yahweh, who at sundry times and in diverse manners spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets, had in these last days spoken unto us by his son Yahushai. So that means that when Yahushai was on the scene, that was the last days. So we are in the latter part of the last days. We are in the last parts of the last days now, whom he had appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the worlds, the planets, and all that type of stuff. Right, so it says here, Isaiah chapter 2, verse 2. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain, the government of the Lord's house, shall be established in the top of the mountains, in the top of all the other governments. We're going to be on top of all y'all. And shall be exalted above the hills, above the lesser governments, and all nations shall flow unto it. Everyone in existence shall come to the Israelites. And what shall you come and do? Isaiah 60 and 10. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. That's how they're going to come. Also to do this, to work. They shall not be shut day nor night. Why? That men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, all their riches. We're going to tax you just like how you made money off of us. Every nation on the planet Earth made money off of us. Millions, billions even. You have the Aram people. What do? You have the Asiatic people. They make money off of us. You have Japhet. You have the Arabian type and the Aram type. You know, the Syrian type. Those type. Armenians. Arameans and Armenians. Those two. They also make money off of us. These people make money off of us. And this is just the rapper nonsense thing. Fuck these people. Stupid ass niggas. You gonna make these motherfuckers rich, you dumbass. Anyway, they're making money off of these idiots, but all y'all gonna pay for that. So you laugh it up now. You can laugh it up now, Ishmael and Adam. You can all laugh it up right now. Y'all gonna get it. You got Moab, you know, Japheth, you got Ammon. You know, you got these people, you know. And this is just jewelry nonsense. You have more other things, clothing, all these other things, athleticism and stuff like that. They're making money off of us too. You know, okay, don't need to go into that too much. Jeremiah 25:14. For many nations, yeah, and great kings shall serve themselves of them also. And I will recompense them according to their deeds and according to the works of their own hands. Y'all gonna taste the blood of your own body. You're gonna taste your own blood once that time comes. Right. So Isaiah 60 and 11. Therefore, the gates shall be open continually; they shall not be shut day nor night, that the men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought to serve and lick the dust of our feet. That's what they're gonna do. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. But they're gonna do it because they don't want to die. But this is a warning what's gonna happen to you if you don't do it. The only one that doesn't need a warning, doesn't even need a warning, is Esau, because he's going to be bye-bye. You know that song? Bye, bye, bye. Ding, ding. That's stupid, that song? Yeah, that's you. So it says here. Isaiah 2 and 3. And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. Ain't nobody following these people. As a matter of fact, that whole region is against them. But it says in the scriptures that once the true Hebrew Israelites come back in that land, oh, you gonna bow, boy, or you gonna die. Which one do you want? In the beginning, you gonna die. You know? In the end, you gonna bow. You gonna willingly bow. You gonna even love it and like it. Just like how you like it now. You love living in the midst of Esau. When you come over to Europe, in all these places and stuff like that, you love it. You love it. The Arabs come over here. The East Indians come over here. The Chinese, Japanese, all of them are here. All of them are here. And when you go to their lands, you don't really see Chinese and Japanese people all over the place. Go to India. Go try and find them. Go. They might. They actually, I'm sure that they're there, but they're not here as how you have here. Man, you got regions, man. You got regions in these places, man. You fucking think you're in India when you go to Rotterdam or something. Like, you think you're fucking in India, man. You be like, what the fuck? There's a lot of you motherfuckers over here. These Indians in UK also, in England. Be like, what the fuck is this shit? It look like it's India. Yeah, what are y'all doing over there? But go to India and see if you see different races like that, as how they are basically polluting the land with themselves all over the place. If you go to Suriname, you know, it's India. I'm thinking, if your land is so superior, why the fuck you in the midst of us, man? So I'm just asking the question, like, because I know why. But anyway, if they really love their country so much, because they're proud of their country and their race, how come you don't go back to your country? I don't have a country, so you can't tell me, go back there, you should fuck up. I don't have a country. I'm a slave descendant. My country been stolen from me, so you can't say that to me. And by the way, the Lord is going to put me back into the land, which I don't have anymore. And if you go to Suriname, who's the president there? These people. You're like, what the fuck? I can't go to India. That's how they show you that they're all against us, in cahoots with each other. Because the former president was a tear baby. What's his name again? Balthasar. I did a video about that too. He's a tear baby from the Netherlands, where I live. You know, he's a tear. That's what his father. That was his father. Yeah, these are natives, of course. If anyone deserves to be a president of the country named Suriname, it should be these people. And second in line should be the so-called Negroes. These Indian people shouldn't be the boss there. Well, he's not. He's the puppet boss, I should say. But anyway, I'm not even worried about that. I know that they're going to get what they deserve. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of them there too. You know? You got Indonesians. Oh yeah, people from Indonesia are also there in Suriname. I'm like, what the fuck y'all doing over here? It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Everybody ruling over us. And all of them are doing better than the so-called Negroes and the so-called Native Americans. Amerindian. Right. All of them are doing better than us. But that's part of the curses. So I'm not even mad. But once I get their power, I'm going to show you my fierce physical anger. The Lord said, you're going to fear me. God damn it. You're going to be afraid of me, boy. I'm going to beat him. Man. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 10. And all people, all 100% people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of Yahweh. And they shall be afraid of thee. You ain't afraid of me now. When I walk by, you might grab your purse or something like that. You might grab your purse or something like that. Some of these females are just doing it because you don't want them. They're not actually afraid of you. They're just trying to mess with you. Right? Not all of them. You know? We're like the ones that say, he raped me. You are, how you call that thing? I don't know if you ever been to this, but you see a person that you like, and in your mind, you think you already concluded, like, I can never get with you. You're so beautiful, and I hate you for it. But I want to be with you, but I hate you more. Yeah. That's what the Edomites are feeling. And the other Edomites, they're afraid of you so much, they want to kill you like a spider. You know, when they see a spider in the room, you want to kill it. You go out on a search and destroy mission just to find that spider or that mosquito. You hate them so much. But a lot of people are not afraid of mosquitoes. They just hate them. So that's not a good example. Spiders. People are afraid of spiders. Then they want to kill them. That's how they see you, niggas. Me too, by the way. Because I am from here, you know. No. This is something else. Hey, this is Suriname. Yeah, this whole thing is Suriname. Anyway. Yeah, here. They call it Dutch Guyana. Anyway, enough of this. Now, you're going to be happy once we rule. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. You might think you're happy right now, but a lot of people, they figured it out like, damn, I'll be better off in my own land, you know? I mean, these people are taxing me just for living. Around here, it's like around the caucus places, especially East Europe, those Edomites are suffering over there, boy. Oh, shit. Well, I'm laughing at that because they're always here. Also, or they go to England or, you know, France and stuff like that. They go to them stronger Edomite nations. But yeah, so they're doing bad, and that's funny. But yeah, so, but yeah, let me leave it. Isaiah chapter 2, verse 3. And many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob. And he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. And he shall judge among many nations, yeah, Jacob will, and shall rebuke many people. They are not doing that right now in Israel. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. These are agriculture equipments, and these are weapons. So your sword weapons are going to turn into stuff that you work the land with. Your spear weapons are going to turn into stuff that you work the land with. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, and neither shall they learn war anymore. So this is the definition of world peace. But around here, right around now, in 2024, we're looking forward to that World War III. It's sparking over there in the Middle East. It's sparking over there with Ukraine and Russia and stuff like that. It's sparking over there because of Ukraine and Russia. It's sparking all the way over there in America. So it's sparking all over the place. Dun, 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 dun. Yo, so this can never be in fulfillment. You're lying to yourself. Your book is lying to you. You're lying to yourself by reading this as that it means that, which is not the truth. So I'm gonna make another part. I'm gonna go for the rest.